welcome to another episode on Nebo TV. My name is Agbache Onome. I'm so happy to have us here once again. Thanks for watching our previous episodes and thanks for subscribing to Nebo TV channel. Alright, today we're going to talk about some havoc caused by Fulani herdsmen in the west region of Nigeria. In Ogun village, soldiers escort herdsmen to the village and tortured residents for rejecting herders. Currently, there is tension in the Ketun-speaking village in the Yewa North local government area of Ogun State as the actions of the soldiers forced traditional rulers and monarchs in the affected communities to write a Save Our Soul petition to the Nigerian army authorities demanding protection from the harassment of soldiers and herdsmen. From the situation report, the herdsmen had left the village after the villagers rejected their continued presence, but suddenly they resurfaced at about 2 p.m. on December 19, 2020 with a handful of soldiers from the 35 Artillery Brigade Alamala Abeokuta. The soldiers headed straight to the palace of the community's traditional ruler, Chief Olaleye Adigun, calling out the villagers and warning them against preventing the evicted herdsmen from returning to the village.
Some of the residents were flogged, some were beaten with belts. It is so outrageous.
Alright, briefly, let's look at what happened before the recent high rate of happenings in Ogun State. Long before the assaults at the turn of the year, Ogun, much like the other states in the southwest, had been under siege from marauding herdsmen who, under the pretext of grazing, committed crimes, in particular kidnapping for ransom. Robbery and rape have also been traced to these armed herders. Outrageously, herders block highways with their cattle. They trample on farmers and communities without care for the investments of farmers and property owners in both rural areas. And for selfish interests, they deliberately set fire on forests for fresh grass to sprout up for their cattle. It is so outrageous. In 2017, Wole Soyinka raised the alarm on the unusual open cattle raising. The writer tagged it as the deliberate act of provocation. And that is what it actually is, because a normal reasonable person will actually not do such a thing. It shows that there is something actually behind it to cause a provocation or something. So the thing is, what instrument can be used to fight against this? The only instrument is the law. The law remains the most potent instrument to keep the herders at their bay. The Ekiti State Anti-Grazing Law of 2016 became a landmark development in the efforts to control violent herdsmen. And rightly, other states, including Oyo, have enacted the law. While Oyo, Ondo, Ekiti, and Osun states have formed the Southwest Security Network known as Amotekun in their domains, it is yet to fully take off in Ogun State. Now, to know how serious these states are, the Oyo, Ondo, Ekiti, and Osun State House of Assemblies passed the Amotekun bills, which the government have signed into law. That is the legal way to tackle the herdsmen menace in this country. So what is Ogun State actually waiting for? In this situation, we just need to help ourselves. We just need to come together to help ourselves. One man cannot bring the solution. Complaining all the time will actually not lead to the solution. Others have taken action. They also should take action. The actual truth is, anti-open grazing law is a fundamental instrument to curtail the open movement of cattle all over the world. Cattle should not be allowed to roam free in the state. Yes, we know farming is the main occupation of the people, whether farming for crop or animal, but unfenced, untended cattle are a danger to farmlands and farmers. Now let's look at other countries like Australia, Canada, the United States, Netherlands, and so many. Cattle rearing is confined to ranches, eliminating the animals between farmers and livestock owners. That is how it's supposed to be. There should be proper regulation. Now let's see what the local-based socio-political critic, Chief Adesombu Onitiri, said. He said the killer herdsmen do not represent the true and genuine Fulanis going about their life lawfully. Alright, here is another point to this, meaning those people are a selected few. They are actually different from the normal Fulanis out there living their daily lives. And so Chief Adesombo urged President Muhammadu Buhari and the National Assembly to immediately declare the killer herdsmen as terrorists if peace and progress will return to the country. Yes, in this Fulani herdsmen issue, one shouldn't be surprised that they have the backings of our so-called Southern leaders. Yes, years back, there were news and rumors that owners of these cattle are the Southern leaders themselves. They employ these Fulanis to help them shepherd the cattle, thereby giving them leverage to do what they like and feed the cattle where they like and where they choose. We Southerners should be ready to be told the truth. We should first ask who is actually behind these Fulani herdsmen, because they can't just come from nowhere as strangers and come to someone's land and perpetrate this nonsense if a strong force is not backing them. Now, to buttress this point, hear what Onitiri said. He noted that no killer herdsman has been arrested and prosecuted ever since, wondering if the Buhari's administration is behind these criminals. That raised a very wide eyebrow. Onitiri further said the National Assembly should enact a law to checkmate all criminal elements bearing sophisticated weapons in the forest and on highways, saying it's illegal and criminal. And he said that the National Assembly should ban open grazing. That is number one. He even used example of a civilized nation. In advanced nations, cows are not seen on the street anymore. They should adopt modern farming tradition. They should be kept in ranches. That is how it ought to be, not on the street. Talking about the solution, well, in situations like this, one needs to know the root cause. Who is actually behind these herdsmen? Before a solution can be propounded, we need to know the root cause. We shouldn't just look at it from one direction. These people are causing havoc every day, and now soldiers have even decided to back them up in their illegal act. Isn't it obvious that there is a strong force actually backing these people? Well, with the new chief service, we hope for a better change as well as investigation in order to remove them from the root. And that will be it for today on Nebo TV. Thanks for staying with us. My name remains Agbachi Onome. I am going to come back with more back-to-back news for you, so don't go off. Always stay tuned on Nebo TV. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page at Nebo Telly and our Instagram page at Nebo TV. So stay safe. God bless you and God bless Nigeria.